Good evening, good evening. It's Monday, June 29th, 2026. We're back with Teamfight Tactics, at least for tonight. I think we'll be playing something new tomorrow. I've not had great luck in Platinum. Yo, what's up, Volt? How you doing, man? I've had terrible luck in Platinum. It's not going well. How's everything been, man? Yeah, I've seen you on Steam. I've seen you on Steam playing DVD. I just can't. I can't bring myself to do it, man. It's one of those things, man, where if I start streaming it and playing it again, I will be stuck in it. You know, do you know what I'm saying? Like I'll just be stuck again. And like it might be cool right now, but I just can't. I can't do it, man. Like I have to resist. That might seem weird, but well, not to you because you've played DVD for a long time too, so you know. Especially if you're trying to stream, you know, like if you're trying to get back into the swing of streaming and making content again, like falling into that DVD trap is you don't climb out easily. You know what I mean? You know what? I kind of want to try this loot singularity. Kind of sort of want to try it. Playing sandwich shop with my child a lot recently. Is a target shop. Okay, I got it. Okay. It's cool. I stepped away for 3 years, came back in January this year. Been playing 4 hours a day on the week. Yeah. I mean, and you know, like you've always known this. Like I really only have time to play. Lately, I've had a little bit more time during the day, here and there. But for the most part, my gaming time is also my streaming time. So like I have to. It's not like a lot of people where it's like, yo, I play this off stream. It's like, no. Like I what I'm playing on stream that's the only time I get. So like, I kind of have to choose a little bit carefully. I don't have that luxury of being able to, you know, grow a channel or attempt to grow a channel again. I don't know if that'll even happen necessarily, but I don't expect like a repeat of the first go around, you know. But the growth I will encounter, right? I want it to be not just around Dead by Daylight. So anyway. Soapbox done. Yeah, see, that's perfect time. That's the perfect time to do it. And actually, that's always why my schedule's been like this in the Eastern time zone, because generally my family's asleep. Well, not now. My son is 13, almost 14 years old, and he's wanting to stay up later than me. But you know, when I started streaming, I was like, oh, this is perfect time. Everybody's going to bed. My wife is early to bed, early to rise. So it made sense. I am kind of interested in GTA. Dude, it flies, man. He was let's see, when did I start streaming? 2018. I started streaming in 2018, and so he would have been 6 or almost 6. Oh yeah, yeah. But you don't have to prove that to me, man. I don't. You know me. I don't check. I don't take attendance. I don't even look at my view count until like the next day, or maybe sometimes the last couple streams I haven't checked at all. But I appreciate you, man. This game is not for everybody. It's for me. It's been for me. Let's see. Let's go with the 2-star 2 cost. Hopefully it's something good. Let's take the Victor. Bolty, are you big into music? Or excuse me, are you big into movies? Or do you watch a lot of movies? Like, I know you watch movies, but like, are you like? I don't know that you and I have ever talked about like the extent with which you enjoy movies. Do you go out, like, are you the type of person that go out of your way to see certain movies or anything like that? Once a week, I'd say that's, I mean, that's more than me. So obviously being a horror game, like a horror genre, like a game enjoyer, are you into horror movies then too? Does that carry over to movies? Any Marvel movie I see opening weekend, actually interested in. Yeah. Okay. So, you know the did you see like the Lily Rose Depp, like the Robert Eggers, like the vampire, the Dracula movie? Did you watch that? I better grab this Tom Kench. Okay, got it. So there is, Robert Eggers is doing a werewolf movie too, and it's got the same feel, it's got the same aesthetic. Actually, it's got I think it has some of the same actors. I know that Willem Dafoe is in it, but it's like super dark and very like sort of dark cinematography and everything like that. It looks, you should check out the trailer when you get a second. It looks really good. The movie, yeah, the Dracula, I can't even remember what the name of it was, but dude, that was a good movie too. Very much enjoyed that. I don't know what kind of build we're gonna go here. I didn't scout early. Dude, I think Defoe can play anything really. That's my opinion. I think he's great, man. You know, like, okay, so a movie that he, you know, he was obviously, he was in, and he, in a very light supporting role, but he was in American Psycho, and he was like that detective. No, he was the private investigator, excuse me. When Jared Leto's character, when he killed him or didn't. And I thought like the tension that he gave to those couple scenes that he was in was so good. Like, I always look forward to those scenes. Spoilers. The movie's what, 20, how many, 20 something years old? I love that movie. My wife, it makes my wife a little uncomfortable, and she's into horror. But like I think she likes being a little bit uncomfortable, but like she has a hard time with American Psycho, especially like when he drops the chainsaw down the staircase. And I just like I'm like laughing hysterically. I'm like, you don't know, like me and chainsaws, like, you know, like means something different to me, you know. If you win your next player, you can get a spatula. Oh man, I'll take the booster pack. Why not? We can do this. I think that would be a good choice. As far as horror, or is I'm more into suspense, creepy horror as opposed to here's a cheap jump scare. Yeah, I got you. I got you. I'm glad I didn't go with the Gambit, because I would have lost. That would have been a blown augment. I'm not really seeing what I'm looking for here. The last couple of games I've, like the couple of rounds I've played of this game, like I've had early signs to, like I've had indicators to go for a certain comp, and so I'll start to pursue it, and then it just dries up. And I can't roll for anything that I need to save my life. I will say though, Bolt, it's been interesting to see DVD back like at the top of the Twitch directory again. I mean, the top 75% of viewers are in like 4 or 5 streams, but I suppose that's always sort of been the case, right? But it's all different people now, you know, which is interesting. But I think the other day it was like DBD had, like, was like the 3rd most watched game. Let's get rid of that. We can hold, I guess, karma items on Lysandra. Yo, what's up, BTX? Been seeing bunches of Facebook groups for people looking for other survivors to play DBD. We hope killer cues. Wow, really? Interesting. I would have never I would have never thought that. Usually a bunch of Facebook for league duos. Okay. PvE, wow. Bizarre. Yeah, it's having a second wind, isn't it? Like just in terms of popularity again. I guess Jason had a big pull. And then the 10th anniversary event as well. I was telling Bolt at the top of the stream, I was like, man, I you know, when you break up with Dead by Daylight, you gotta stay broken up. It's, you know, I would be nervous that I would get sucked back in and I would re-pigeonhole myself in that directory, and I just don't want to do that. Like the draw to get back to like establishing a community in a game is strong, but at the same time it can't be that game. I can't do that again. Now, like, you know, you could easily say like, hey, you know, just do it for a couple days or whatever, like it's kind of hard because you get into like a groove, you get into a routine of playing a certain game, and it just, you know, sometimes it's 3 a.m. and you want to see sometimes it's 3 a.m. and you want to see how your ex is doing. Yeah. I get where you're going with that. I don't know if this comp is going to be, we're definitely going to need Jin, but like I need a 6th Karma and Jin, so we need 2 more levels, so we're gonna have to do 9 with this, like if we have any chance at all. Let's try it. Not the ones I wanted. It's okay. Sell off the Bard. It does seem like people are having a good time with it though. Except for the weights. That seems not enjoyable. All right, I think we go to 8. Okay, let's go Vex here. At least for now. I think we're gonna struggle again this game. Tomorrow we are not going to be playing TFT. We'll be playing something different tomorrow. No giant slayer here? Yeah. I am probably going to play Diablo tomorrow. Diablo 4. There's a new season tomorrow. And so we're probably gonna check that out. Okay, there's our karma. Actually, let's get rid of the shed. They're supposed to be doing solo self-found, I want to say, in Diablo 4, which I think is kind of interesting. I haven't been necessarily like chomping at the bit for a solo self-found in Diablo, but like I'm not necessarily opposed to it. Need $60. And hopefully we roll a Jin. And we need another Nunu as well. Well, that Big Bang Meepsy is rough. I don't know that we're probably have to roll down. I can't handle another death. Is that 60? Do I get money here? There's Jin. Okay, well, that's interesting. All right, let's, I guess, try that. Oh, Fiora with an emblem, that's going to be a little bit brutal. Nice. Okay. Wow. Somehow. Somehow he snuck through with that one. Infinity Edge probably is not a bad idea. Wish there was a way you could, I forgot what I painted on these hexes down here. It'd be nice to be able to revisit those. I guess we go Ramble Vest for Tom Kench here. A blue buff for Karma. Hey George, how are you? Over on YouTube there. Oh, this one's gonna be close, I think. It looked kind of decided, but it was actually maybe just like a couple seconds away from not going our way. Oh, that CC, man, may have saved the day. Wow. The Karma buff is I've noticed it in a couple of different games. Like, buff to Karma has helped out quite a lot, actually. All right, well, we didn't lose. That's good. Banana cream pie. Yeah, I've had it before. Like, where did you get it from? It's called Corky's. It sounds like it might be. I've never heard of it. I mean, but I'm from the Midwest, so I mean, it's kind of, and being from the Midwest is kind of interesting. You get like kind of a smattering of everything here. We're dead. Dude, that Big Bang Meepsy, man, is rough. All right, 4th place. Was it 10 points? 10 LP? Dude, I cannot get out of this Platinum 4. I'm just so stuck here. Corkies. Let's hang on. Let's look. After I accept my match invite. Corkies. Is there another like? Is there like another name to it, or is it like a diner, or what is it? Corky's Kitchen and Bakery. Is that it? Is this what you're eating right here? This guy right here. This banana cream pie. Yeah, that looks pretty good, dude. Yeah, that's the one. There used to be a place that we had here in the Midwest when I was growing up. It was called Baker's Square, and there's a few of them that are still around, but there's not many of them. I don't think that they were like as a company, like as a business. I don't believe that they were particularly well managed. Anyway, they used to be all over the place, and they used to be known for like, I would highly doubt that they like came up with it, but they were popular for French silk pie, and no one else, to my recollection, could be wrong, no one else had French silk pie anywhere. Like, if you wanted French silk pie, you had to go to Baker Square to get it. So we used to go there, and they were open late too, which was kind of nice. You're halfway into your 20s. Hey, is it Tice? Hey Tice, how are you? Yeah, you're gonna find out about a bunch of stuff too. Like, there's gonna be all kinds of stuff. You're like, man, why did I wait so long? And there's a bunch of stuff we will discover. All right, I'm gonna go Caretaker's Ally. Random 2 cost. It's a Belveth. Okay. We could. Thinking. We go like, oh my god, what is all this? Too much poppy. Now I'm committed. Yeah, so okay, so sorry, my story. Baker Square was open late. It was one of those places, like on the weekdays even, you could go and it would be open till like 11 o'clock. And there weren't a lot of places like that. And if you just wanted to go get something when nothing else was open, this was back in the day before, like, it was, you know, everything was open late or 24 hours even. I bet there's some banger places in California though. I've been to California several different times. I've been to San Francisco, I've been to San Diego, I've been to LA, like Anaheim, LA. So I mean, I've been to a lot of areas in California, like the popular sort of mainstream areas. And whenever I go out there, I've had pretty decent food, but there's a bunch of stuff I haven't tried. And you know, like I will say this too, and I don't know if this is gonna be like a different perspective from somebody who lives there and has access to it all the time, but In-N-Out Burger has a reputation for people who do not live in California or live in the western half of the United States that don't get it all the time. Yep, I'm gonna say it. Now, I have no context, Bolt. Like, I've never had In-N-Out. I don't know. I have no background on it whatsoever. None. But I do know people love it. Especially from out here. There's a guy who I work with, and he goes out west, and anytime he goes out west, he, like, whatever he's doing, he will put a priority on In-N-Out. Like, it will be prioritized to an extent where it starts to become very inconvenient to other people in his travel group. That kind of situation. Hey William, how are you? Sorry, I had to mute myself. My wife was calling. I do think we do need an Akali here. I may as well grab her. I'm doing pretty well. And by the way, those of you who are watching on Facebook, I'm sorry. I know there's been a couple messages. I've been late to read them. Sorry. You guys are in a different chat. Okay. Yes. So this person will put just a tremendous priority on In-N-Out. Like, to you know, again, like, to each their own. Like I said, I don't know how glorious it is. So I just know what people say about it. You know what I miss though? So I don't live in Chicago anymore. I live in Florida, obviously, and I spend some time in the Midwest, and I visit Chicago. One of the things I really miss that we don't seem to have a whole lot of in Florida is really good Mexican food. I miss, like, really good Mexican food. Like in Chicago and areas where I grew up and places where I lived, like, there are Mexican markets, like grocery stores, and they always have little like walk-up windows in the back, and that food is so good. Yeah, and I know in California, especially Southern California, the Mexican food game is strong, especially like being in close proximity to Mexico, obviously, right? There you know, there's a strong Mexican population in Southern California, and so the food there is probably just out of this world. Same kind of thing in the Chicagoland area, actually. My best friend, best man at my wedding, his family's from Mexico, and I grew up eating dinner at their house, and oh my god, it just, my life hasn't been the same. It's been totally ruined because I rarely get to eat that now. Life completely ruined. There's no going back. And they're Bolt. I bet they're like banger places too, right? Like oh yeah, I could throw a rock in any direction and hit one, and you probably could go to it, and it's like probably fantastic food. I would assume. When we went to Hawaii last year, so in Hawaii it's a very diverse mix of food. A lot of different cultures influence their cuisine. And they had the very strong food trucks, like gourmet food at the food truck. And most food trucks were, you know, in these areas that I've spent more time in, not really, like, that's not really what you're looking for. There's our Yi. That's what I was hoping for. I do need a Gragas. We can swap that boy out there. What do we get this time? Okay, just drone. Making me think that I do be taking this all for granted. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say that. You know, you just, it is what it is, you know. BTX burrito, I think, is what gave me food poisoning. I mean, I the last time I had food poisoning was from a very reputable restaurant. I mean, you can get it anywhere. And I think I don't think you're not, like, it's causation versus association, right? Like, you're not saying, you aren't suggesting that it is the cuisine. It was rather just, it just happened to have been a burrito. Just to clarify. I'm going to take the shop re-rolls because I think that's kind of what I need right now. I do not have the... I do not have the tanks I need here. This is kind of a problem. Okay, so let's think about this for a second. We need a... Could use this on Gragas. This lesser champ duplicator. Hey Ren, how are you? Good to see you. Absolutely go back to order food again because it's crazy cheap, feeling delicious. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I can't jack up box every time I do. I get violently ill. Yes, you're not alone in that. I know other people who have had upset digestive systems over Jack in the Box, myself included. I will be in Las Vegas. Speaking of Jack in the Box, sorry, whenever I think about Jack in the Box, I think about Las Vegas because that is for a long time the only place I ever had them. But I'll be in Vegas in October. Let's see the Ginsus. Tom Kench, that's what we needed. Yeah, I'll have to do that. We're only going to be there for 3 days, but what was it? Somebody helped me. Maybe Ren, maybe it was you, or maybe it was BTX. I can't remember one night, but you guys kind of helped me talk through the fact that I might be sensitive to wok oil, and that's why, most Asian American, like your run-of-the-mill Chinese restaurant, quote unquote. Whenever I get food from there, even if I get like pad thai at certain like Thai restaurants, my stomach is just in terrible shape. It doesn't make me sick, it just makes me feel bad. It makes me feel poor. I need to be at 7 here. We'll wheel out the ergot. Yeah, it might be the wok oil. So they use a certain kind of oil, and apparently it has a just look it up. I can't articulate it very well. If you look it up, you'll be able to understand better than my ramblings. But that's got like that's the only thing I can think of, because what else is it? Like, even if I have like fried rice, I could eat like white rice, no problem. However, I can't eat, yes, same, exactly. I can also eat Mongolian food. 100%. Is it peanut? Because pad thai traditionally has peanut. No, like I have peanuts, cashews, almonds. Like I have all those things pretty frequently, actually. My mom bought me that from Trader Joe's, this giant bag of like a trail mix type of thing. A big old nut sack. Ever since I had my gallbladder removed a few years back, I had a whole new sort of, yes, and I've heard that'll do that. I knew somebody that had their gallbladder out, and they said the same kind of thing, and like they can't have raw vegetables anymore. This was a person who liked to like always have like carrots with ranch, you know, like that sort of thing. And not anymore. Those days are over. I need a bow for this Kraken's Fury. And we need a kindred ASAP. Onions are the other one for me, man. Like I love things like salsa. Like salsa's a great example. Chips and salsa. Most salsa has a lot of onion in it. I seem to be okay with certain kinds of salsa and not okay with others. And it all comes down to how much onion is mixed in it. And it seems to be worse if the onion's like kind of chunky and it's not blended. And that makes me terribly sad because I love salsa. I'll do it anyway. But you know, it's nothing despicable, right? But like it just makes my stomach feel like very like I'm cramping up all the time. It's uncomfortable. I'm gonna grab a warm ox here just for a little more beef up front. Little bit more beef up the front. Trade if I can finally eat red meat. I'll also be in the restroom. Yeah. I gotcha. I just slam these items down, man. Does wine give you stomach? No, but you know what it does? The histamines. I'll wake up and like it depends if it's cheap wine. And I will admit, like wine is something that we do typically, like that's one of our splurge items. Wine is one of those splurge things for us. If I drink cheap wine, I'll wake up with a terrible sinus headache. It's weird, isn't it? Like how stitched together and how tightly dependent things are in our bodies. Kind of wild. Well, I better just put these on here, I guess, for now, so I don't keep dying. They're not the right items, but it's fine. That'll prevent the death. I think we've soaked up enough from the loss streak. We need to stop hemorrhaging health. Grapeseed oil. That could be it. Yeah, that's totally plausible. Rice bran oil. Yeah, see, unless you go back and start investigating the kitchen. You know what I mean? Yeah, no, it's definitely not peanuts. No. Grab a handful of like roasted peanuts or any sort of nut, really. Cashew, like I said, cashew, almonds, tree nuts, Brazil nuts, macadamia nuts. Oh my god, macadamia nuts and cookies. Let me talk about that for a moment. White chocolate chip macadamia nuts. I didn't know what it was. Apparently I've been having gallbladder attacks all my life, and finally had the healthcare to get it looked at, diagnosed, and removed, and great, looking without pain. Yeah, I mean, you just make some trade-offs, right? It's all about hang on, sorry, let me, yeah, okay. Your quality of life goes way up, but you make some trade-offs, you make some lifestyle modifications, right? Yes, white rice, no problem. Seemingly. I mean, unless I eat too much, but that's anything, right? This isn't bad to hold. World Cup's been exciting today. For those, I don't know if any of you are interested or following. I should probably put this on the Yi. Need a kindred ASAP. Come on. All right, well, I have to take the money. God, that's like the whole, that's like the gamut. Ren. too bad it took them so long. I know we touched on that a little bit in the past. Fueled by spite, yeah. That Zed, man. Oh my god. That is super annoying. One more kindred. Yeah, I would think not. Giving you some firm guidance on that. Excuse me. We're gonna need you to not do any of that again. Thanks. How long ago was that? Like, was that since we've been acquainted? Oh, 20 years ago. Okay. Okay, gotcha. It's very young to be dealing with all that. I think we're dead here. Is this 7th, 6th place? Oh my god. This is platinum has not been enjoyable for me. Like I literally just I feel like I'm just like doing nothing at all. Like I feel like it's like a kind of a waste of time. Platinum sucks. At least when you go through the medals, like the lower medals, you get some satisfaction of progress. Here you get nothing. Just somebody just spits in your face every other game. You get 1st place, and then you get 7th place, and then you get like maybe 2nd or 3rd place, or maybe like you just kind of claw your way into the top 4 and you get 10 points, and then like 7th place the next game. And it doesn't matter what comp you use. My understanding is that this current patch is pretty balanced though, like well balanced. There are no S tier comps right now. That's what, as far as I know, that's the consensus. I just complain about it. I'm fully aware that I am the problem here, not the game. But of course I need to deflect that elsewhere. Surgeon said I wasn't all, yeah. Youngest person ever, man, yeah. I mean, I'm the youngest person, maybe for that particular surgeon. Certainly not the youngest. Oh, that's quick. Yeah, so tomorrow night I think we're gonna do Diablo 4, the new season, and we're probably gonna play that for a bit. I'm looking forward. I haven't played Diablo in quite a bit, actually. So I'm looking forward to getting back into that, at least for a short spell. New season. Can't believe like summer break is already almost half over.
Stay out of my way.
Shield Maiden Leona. I mean, I've been playing quite a bit outside of stream lately, which is atypical. I don't generally play too much outside of stream. Like, my streaming time is my gaming time. I've said this quite a lot over the years. That is still largely the case. But yeah, I could use a little breather. We did hit Platinum 3 and then we came back down and we're crashed to the bottom of Platinum 4 again. It's been fun though. I think this is I've always thought this is a great game. Oh, fantastic. Oh, dude, these saxophone solos in these songs always go hard, man. All right, so we're going Shield Maiden Leona. So our strongest Leona becomes an attack fighter that dashes through enemies to deal physical damage. So we're going to build Leona, and we also have the Arbiter. Whenever Arbiter attacks 3 times, we have a 5% chance to gain a Leona at combat end. So we will build Leona to be kind of like Aatrox with the Stellar combo, which that was outrageous, by the way. Yeah, maybe. So I've already got the Zoe out here too, and I won't level anymore until we 3-star. I can 3-star Leona, and if I need to pick up a Mordekaiser, but I think that's going to be difficult at this point. Maybe not. We do have a tiny champion duplicator, so that'll help. We'll need another Vanguard. Tankerino. Yeah, I agree, Ren. And, you know, I crave the variety most of the time as it is. I like to get into something for a little while, get my fill, and then, you know, move on. Let's do a better scout here. Okay, so there's only a couple mods out there. We need an S word. Is our Mordekaiser? Actually, we may as well use this now also. And we'll make a Titan's Resolve with a bow as soon as we get that. That's a better tank. Okay, bow. Hopefully. I would also accept a sword and belt. Sword and belts. And no bow. Make the thieves' gloves. We're gonna need a lot of items again. See what we get with this. Maybe another Arbiter. We could use Arbiter. That would be okay on a tank. Ooh, LeBlanc. Let's swap out. That'll help out our Leona farming. Oof. Snuck by. Okay. 3 more. Actually, let's change this. Put this on LeBlanc. I should probably build a little bit of econ. We're not at 3-star, but I need some money. I like this shield maiden Leona augment. I think this is fun. I like these special comps, like where you have this gimmick. I think that's pretty cool. Take the sword. We'll make another Arbiter. That way we can pivot out of one of these if we need to. 30% max health. I feel like there's got to be another. Hang on. So new we're waiting on in Blitzcrank. Okay, so we will need both of those at some point. Okay, one more and we should have our 3-star. I'm not so sure it makes sense to use bench space for a 4-star though. It seems like it might be wasteful. I'll move these thieves' gloves off of LeBlanc so I can start putting actual items. Thieves' gloves will be good for like Blitzcrank or something later. Lightning Jewel. Sonia's Paradox. I've not seen that one. Who's it good on? It's good on Blitz. Good on Nunu. Actually, it kind of worked out on this too. I think we're gonna sell the, well, the 2-star Leona already. I really just don't see us getting her to 4-star. I mean, I guess we can try. See, that Nara's going off, man. I just don't know, like, I don't know if we're gonna go late enough into the game for that to be. I don't know, they're kind of accumulating accumulating kind of fast now. I just need a bow, man, and then we're set.
Cannot hide from me.
Oh, there goes our DPS. So 4-star Leona is 3 3-stars, right? So we should have 1 3-star, and we just need 1 more after that. After this round, we should have another one.
Those fools underestimate.
There is missing from the stars. Also gas clouds. They smell like
We get lucky and get a blitz out here. I can put the Hand of Justice. I can move the Paradox over, and that would go. I think that would go a long way. We can do that. Haven't seen a new either. Actually, we might be dead here. Yeah, we just don't have the damage. Hmm. Yeah, I think it's over. Oh, we got to the back line. Hang on, maybe we have a chance. Okay. Only because we got into that back line. I think if we didn't do that, we would have been... I can't get the other Zoe either. Well, it was worth a try. Seventh place. The treadmill continues, chat. All right. We'll go another. Took us a long time to turn the corner on tanks. I had no items for LeBlanc, really. We did have items for Leona. Nunu came like what, second to last turn there. If we're looking to build that board optimally. I think the only way it would have worked out is if we had gotten items like best in slot. If we had gotten best in slot earlier, we may have had a better chance, but timebreaker play. Okay. Self-destruct Gragas. That can be fun. Okay. That's what we're doing. I think I've played that before. We need to scout and see if how bad of an idea this actually was. Kind of play this like a brawler Yi build. Hey, what's up, Bear Down? How are you, man? How are things, sir? Trying to get through this short week. Is it busier for you with things because you lose a day? Yeah, I've been doing well. I've been getting my butt kicked with this game, but otherwise I'm pretty good. I'm gonna play some Diablo tomorrow. Take a little break from this. Looking forward to the weekend, of course. Because I always have stuff to do, but I'm playing in a golf tournament on Friday, so that's a wash. I don't have a heat stroke. Yeah, if you're, well, you're down in the Atlanta area, right? Or thereabouts. It's probably going to be quite hot. Make sure you stay hydrated. I talked to my stepdad today and down in Florida. I'm not in Florida right now. We're in the Midwest for the summer. And he played golf today and he was like, man, it was almost not worth going out. And he's like, he likes the heat. He's like, it was a little hot for me. Yeah, it's the same here. It's the same where I am too. It's like, I think it's, we're in a heat advisory where we are, which coming from Florida, I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but what is it supposed to be on Friday this week here? I think last I saw it was like 94 with a, okay, we're in an extreme heat warning. Tomorrow 94. So here, let me read you the forecast. Because to me, 94 is kind of an average summer day in Florida. Okay. It says mostly sunny, hot and humid, danger of dehydration and heat stroke. Like, man, like, if I look in Florida, it doesn't, I don't think it says that if you're in Florida. Anyway, it's hot. Extreme heat. It's another Gragas. Actually, let's get a show out there. It's all my medical stuff. I drink about 140 ounces of water a day. That's a lot. I need to do a little bit better with my water intake. I drink water, just don't drink enough of it. Let's see, we need I've only got one kidney. I would very much like to tap out. Yeah, for sure. Dialysis is it's a lifelong regular commitment. I don't blame you there at all. $21 gold or $18 in random champions. At least 1 4 cost. Well, I mean, that could be useful, I suppose. Well, there's the Yi we were looking for. So I'm not angry about that. We're also going to swap out the Cho for the Maokai. We're not itemized well, unfortunately. Oh, nice. My wife just left for Cleveland. She was in New York all week last week, and now she's in Cleveland for like, I think she'll be back this time tomorrow. She just got there. She's looking forward to the 3-day or the 3-day weekend as well. Excuse me. Chicago's fun. Chicago's fun in the summertime. At least in my opinion. I'm heavily biased though because I grew up there, so my opinion may not be shared. But I like being in Chicago in the summer. We are not having much luck on the items here. Not much luck at all. Yeah, that's right. I remember you telling me we talked about that. I think last time you were here, we chatted on that a little bit. Let's throw the Cho'Gath out there. I don't know if it's worth pursuing any further. Evanston, okay. Yeah, I know where Evanston is. I'll be in Chicago in 3 weeks. And I'll be in the, probably in the Naperville area quite a bit. Naperville, Schaumburg. Typically, whenever we go up for like a summertime visit, we'll spend a day in the city too. I don't think we're gonna have time for that this year, but generally we'll try to do that. All right, we need a bow, and I need a chain vest also. Oh, charity things at Northwestern. Awesome. My son is in middle school, and we're talking about like high school and beyond and stuff like that. And so we went to Indiana University or maybe it was 2 weekends ago. I was going to say last weekend, but I think it was 2 weeks ago. And he's looking into like media school, like broadcast media. And so we went to IU's media center, and I was like, you know, Northwestern has one of the best media programs in the country. He's pretty dead set on Indiana, but I was trying to nudge him towards Northwestern. I wouldn't necessarily hate spending a few more years back up there. I mean, I don't know if I would want to stay there like super long term, but 4 years is kind of like a sort of a pop over, you know, in the scheme of things. Oh, she's a journal. Okay, well, that's funny, like that we're talking about that. Yeah, he's super interested in IU for that. Television, okay, gotcha. Yeah, he wants to do like sports broadcast. Intern as much as see, that's, I will say that's one of the bigger draws to being in the Chicago market, is that you have so many more opportunities to intern, whereas Indianapolis is the closest, you know, and you're not going to have the same opportunities. Marauder or Psionic? I guess a Victor will do. I did oh, she was at CNN for 30 years. Wow. That's crazy. Yeah, I guess Atlanta, that makes sense. Okay. The pieces are coming together, Bear Down. All the pieces are coming together now. The story. I did a charity thing with WGN a long time ago, although it was not in a journalistic fashion. It was well, it was at WGN Studios, but it was for PBS in Chicago. So I was able to do like a fundraiser, and so I was on TV like very briefly. Like I was shown on TV while I was answering like the Drive phone lines back in, this was probably 1997 or 98. This is a pretty cool experience. Yeah, it was super cool actually. She started at the Detroit bureau for CNN. They moved her to Atlanta pretty quickly. Oh, she must have been a standout, huh? That's very, very cool. I may have to pick your brain sometime. Maybe some anecdotal type of advice for my son someday. Definitely more impressive than her husband. Hey, you know, like, I don't know what to say. You know, behind every successful woman is another individual, right? you know what I mean. That was very kind. I appreciate it. We wouldn't be a burden in that way. It's quick things. I'm a pretty firm believer in finding your path, finding your way. All the lessons that you learn through the discovery and through the mistake making process, you know, I think it goes a very, very long way. No kidding. That's amazing. That's super, super cool. What an amazing story. Yeah, I mean, I would imagine that just the insights that you would have, that, you know, just from all the exposure and all the resources and contacts and network. I need to throw something else out here, and I don't know what. It kind of gets better. I'm interviewing the chairman of the Joint Chiefs tomorrow. Yeah. I mean, so I wonder, like, does normal life just start, like, is it okay? So is normal life, is it become mundane and like ho hum, or is it like, is there a longing for normalcy? I bet you a little work and play Hunt Showdown. Yeah, let me tell you what my day consists of.
Let's make this memorable.
just becomes your normal. Yeah, you adapt and all right, we're gonna put the death cap. I can't continue to just let the items be parked there. There's still occasion where things are like, oh wow, that's cool, but the bar is definitely higher. Yeah, you just get desensitized over the years to all of the things that were once incredible and amazing are just now the status quo. All right, well, I think we're gonna be in last place again. This is cool. Okay, good. We're not in last place. It's impossible. Sure. Yep. Oh, there's the Tom Kench. We'll see if that makes a big enough difference. I also think if you do happen to end up behind the curtain, so to speak, you realize that all of these people are just people with cool or unique jobs. Yeah, they're just, at the end of the day, they're just human beings that do unique things and have access to cool stuff. Was that 6th? I think that was 6th place. Okay. All right, I think we're gonna wrap it up here. I've been a punching bag for this game enough tonight. Has not been a great night. Thankfully, we can't be demoted any further than we are. But I will be back tomorrow. We're gonna play some Diablo 4 tomorrow. There's a new season starting, so we're gonna get going on that and take a little bit of a break from Teamfight Tactics. But yeah, new season starts tomorrow afternoon. We'll check that out. Yeah, likewise, Brad. I appreciate you stopping in, man. It's good to see you. And it's like I said, take care of yourself while you're out golfing this week. What's up, Pimp? How you doing, man? Yeah, that's gonna do it for tonight. I'm gonna get to bed. I'm a little bit tired. I also think I'm getting a little bit under the weather, but we should be back tomorrow with Diablo 4. And we'll hang out. You guys have a good rest of your night. Thanks so much for hanging out tonight. Have a great day. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.